Well, great evening, Chit Chat Kit Kats. Oh my goodness, I was just on the net and found so many channels with nudity, suggestive nudity. So I turned a number of these channels in. Let's see if they actually ding them at all, or they just bypass it. But some of them are unbelievable. Anyway, today I went to get some soup. I wanted to get some wonton soup. I haven't had it in forever. So I went down. They've got a drive-through window where you order. I get up to the window, and the guy at the window, I swear, I had a Twilight Zone moment. He looked exactly. I'm not talking about similar. I'm talking a doppelganger to my ex-husband. They could have been twins. Now, this guy was about the same age as when I met my husband, okay? My daughter's father. And I told him, oh my God, you look exactly like my ex. And he goes, I'm Asian. I said, yeah, my ex was Asian. He was Chinese. It was just everything. Everything. Exact. Man, I wish I would have taken a picture. Because this was, so weird. Even his mouth, his teeth, the way he spoke, everything exactly. That was just feeling so bizarre. And it brings back these flashes of memory go flashing through, and just crazy. But that was really insane. Now I've been around tons and tons of Chinese people and things. Nobody ever looked remotely close to him. But this guy, dead ringer. If this was back when I met my husband, I would have thought this guy was his twin brother. So that was just so bizarre. Really felt like a Twilight Zone moment. But I couldn't believe when this guy says, I'm Asian. Like I couldn't tell. I should have told him, yeah, and you're from northern China. And you speak Mandarin, okay? Because the northern Chinese look different. Usually most of the Chinese you see most often are from south. They speak Cantonese. That's what you see here more than anything. But this guy is definitely Mandarin. They're tall, and just their speech patterns, things are different as well. Now, my daughter's father, he's like 6 foot. He was 6 foot. My daughter's tall. My daughter's, taller than me. She's like 5'7". I'm 5'2". So she towers over me. But yeah, she takes after her daddy, that tall. So yeah, that was just such a weird feeling moment. I get up there, and my ex was a chef, okay, on top of it. Very good chef. He was a very good cook, very, very good chef. He gets so angry here. at the food here they were calling Chinese. He goes, "That's not Chinese." He would get so angry. "That's not Chinese." Oh my God, he would just be absolutely incensed at what they were doing, the fillers and the crap they were putting in and calling it Chinese food. So, yeah, no, but he was a very good chef. He cooked both Mandarin style, Sichuan as well, and also Korean food. Now his family left China when Mao took over, because his family came from one of the first, kings before they had the emperors and things, way back in history. So his family would have been marked. And they left with nothing. They left everything back in China and went to Korea. So he was raised in Seoul, in Korea. So he grew up, he could speak, Korean, and he also spoke Mandarin. And so that's why he was a good chef, and he could cook Mandarin, or he could cook Korean food as well. But yeah, their family would have been marked, because back in antiquity, their family had before they were called emperors, they had, a king, a high level, yeah. So they would have been marked, and they left China. But anyway, that was just really bizarre, looking up and seeing that's his face, and I'm like, like, really? Oh, yeah, Twilight Zone time. Just very weird. Very weird. I might go through again one of these days soon, and if he's there, I'll try to get a picture of him. But honest to Pete, exact, 100% exact. Anyway, so that was my day. Oh, and then being on the net, I found, these thumbnail pictures that were just, graphic. And then they have channels that are doing all these nude statues and nude paintings, very suggestive. And they want to ding cards that have no suggestive things to them whatsoever. So I turned some of these channels in, and let's see if they actually give them any kind of warning. Okay? So if not, I'll start turning channels in, and when I turn it in, I'll put in the comment thing that you ding tarot cards, and they're nothing as graphic as this. Stop dinging tarot cards. If you allow this, you have to allow the cards, the nudity on the cards, because they have no sexual content to them. This has sexual content, that does not. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm still on the warpath with that. Oh my goodness. Anyway, the puppies got to go, and they got to have their goodie. Driving back, it really rained, and one area I go through, the car was like swimming. The water was over it had a big pool. The water was over the sidewalk area, so yeah, it was pretty deep there. But yeah, we were fine. We just motored through, and yeah, all good. It's nice though, sometimes when it rains, it freshens the air and things, so that's nice. Anyway, that's what happened this afternoon. I was just like gobsmacked looking at this guy, just going, oh my God. I wish I had a picture of my ex. If I would have had a picture of my ex, I would have showed this guy, and it would have been for him like looking in a mirror. But I don't have any photos at all of him. But yeah. Anyway, on that note, I'll leave that here. I'm going to continue having my coffee here and chillax. And tomorrow's another day.